Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. And Sars protest in Abuja is still ongoing, despite the fact that the federal government, via the Inspector General of Police, has decided to disband Sars. The protesters are still insisting on some other things. They're entering the second phase of the protest, and guess what is really shocking right now? And according to the news, we are told that despite the fact that the special anti-robbery squad has been disbanded, protesters are currently marching towards the Nigerian police force headquarters in Abuja to demand justice for victims of police brutality and extrajudicial killing by the units. The crowd vowed not to back down until those that had been killed by squad got justice and were adequately compensated. The crowd also said that the announcement made by the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, cannot be trusted. And right now, police are out there firing, according to the info we've gathered, that they are firing live bullet tear gas at the NSAS protesters in Abuja, and Nigerians have been reacting. Right now, also, Davido is in Abuja and he is telling Nigerians that what we just saw or what we just heard is actually the first one of the protests. And according to him, he said that Nigerians want an executive order, a legislative action, and a judicial panel of inquiry set up to prosecute those rogues. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what Davido had to say. But before then, he had already says police headquarters Abuja with a show like this. Hashtag NSAS now. So just to show you that it's far from ending. And same Davido said that we never win anything. So right now, the whole thing, just that we can't show some of the videos because some of them are not really YouTube friendly. But right now, we're seeing a lot of videos online. Tear gas is being thrown at the protesters. They are running helter skelter, but they're still neck bend that the government must prosecute all those who have been involved in killing of innocent Nigerians, and there must be a judicial inquiry council, that there must be a judicial panel of inquiry to investigate and give Nigerians vivid proof of compensation for those who have passed through the rough hands of these guys called SARS. And Davido also tweeted that I am on ground right now in Abuja and it's chaos. Why? What? Over 20 protesters were arrested for no reason and they must be released. They were shot at and arrested. We cannot take this. Just to show you that it is far from over. And right now, Nigerians are really retweeting. This one said, have you not been seeing the videos on the timeline? Wow, a lot of things is happening here. See the crowd. I can see the video is already here, and he is there to prove a point that there is no going back on this issue. It must be handled once and for all. The right thing must be done, and people are already celebrating the video for coming in at a time like this. Well, it's really shocking. The federal government need to make this whole issue very real for Nigerians to understand, because I tell you the whole truth that most Nigerians are not happy with the way things have been happening in the country. Don't forget that Rena Omkri had been able to secure, or had been able to make Nigerians, most Nigerians, to war again. That's to unfollow the president, just to show you that, man, this thing is far from being over. And this was some of the things that most politicians were talking about. They said it wasn't a case of politics and all of that. This was Nigerian youth reacting. You've got to handle it. This same thing happened some few days ago in United States of America. Black Lives Matter. They have been oppressing, doing the way they like with blacks in America, just for these guys to wake up, and they started doing the unbelievable. So it's very important that when issues like this come up, people must wake up and do the right thing at the right time. You can imagine. Some people are even saying, let me read some of the tweets of Nigerian, despite the announcement. For us, for some of us, it was like, whoa, great celebration is going to hit the NSAS protesters because of the announcement by IGP. But right now, most of them are even saying we don't believe whatever this man has said. And we can see it here. This one says, SARS is not over. Don't fool us with English. EN, not dissolve or disband. N. They're almost the same thing. This one said, don't celebrate year two, don't lose focus, and don't call off the protest. We need still to apply pressure to outline the process of dissolving SARS. What measures will be put in place to make sure that this doesn't happen again? Wow, Nigerians are really out here and they are so much ready to ensure that things are done right once and for all. And this one here says they didn't end anything, no scam, apply massive pressure whether they want to disguise them or not, apply pressure. This one says, for the next time you people want to jump on train, remember who cares about your future enough to put their page online for your freedom. Wow, a lot of things are happening right now. Nigerians are not ready to give into. This one says some politicians who fail us when in government and some trying to use our NSAS movement to get at their political opponent. I can't say of these people, but you all know yourselves. Many government fail us in many ways. Osibanjo can't act without the president. Stop ignoring facts. Wow, somebody was talking about Osibanjo actually, that he's a sellout, but another person here is defending Osibanjo. Wow. So many responses are coming in. I tell you the truth. This one says some people think that SARS being redeployed is not enough. Are you expecting the government to sack them? That would be a bad idea because they would definitely become full-time armed robbers. Redeploying is enough. Now, the whole police force needs to be reformed. That's a good one. And this one here says, we demand an executive order on it. End SARS now. I think what Nigerians are really eager to hear is some words from the presidency. I tell you the truth, they really want to hear the president come out and talk to them because for them, whatever the IGP is saying does not really hold water except there is an executive order towards the ending of SARS operation and activity in the country. This one says the shout isn't to terminate the police under SARS, but a total overhaul, a new unit with the sole target on robbery, a corporate uniform with a name tag, division from rank and crest number. Wow, I think some of the solutions here are quite great. I tell you the truth. This one is talking about a new unit and a corporate uniform for any unit that is going to be fighting, thieves, and their name tag must be on it and all of that. I think some of the suggestion the federal government needs to hear it and also see how they can follow up with it. This one here says, however, they asked the IGP to say the to make that declaration that he said today, so we won't know how powerful we truly are. If we are united and stand up against bad governance, we will win too. That is what they don't want us to know. In SARS now. Wow, a lot of responses. Well, but that's where we would like to leave it. Now that you have seen what Nigerians are saying, what do you think may possibly happen in the nearest future? Nigerians they've now woken up. And that's one of the things. You don't push people to the wall and cause them to realize who they are truly. Immediately they realize it. I tell you the whole truth. You can't stop them again. And I guess that's what is currently happening. Nigerians are not ready to give in to any further lies. They are not ready to give in to any further propaganda. What they are looking for is to make sure that this thing is corrected once and for all. Guess what? It has never been this tough. I tell you the whole truth. It has never been like this before. But I think right now is a wake-up call that whatever needs to be done right must be done right. If not, the government will be facing a group of people whom they were voted to lead becoming overly tough and becoming not and also not ready to give in to any of further lies, you know. But however, that's what we would like to